All right. So it says that I'm on. So let's see what happens here. It's been a while. So if there's anybody in the chat, I see there's two people out there. If you can hear me, let me know. That would be awesome. As I said, this is just kind of a test chat. Hey, Craig. Oh my gosh, people are coming in. This is incredible. So first off, tell me a couple of things because it has been a while since I've done one of these. Can you hear me okay? And is my screen looking okay? Because one of the issues I've had with live streaming and one of the reasons I don't do it ever is our internet connection sucks because they're putting in the AT&T fiber stuff and we have an older system, and from my screen it looks like it's like flickering occasionally, which tells me it's not getting a good connection. But people are saying sounds fine, looks fine. uh, Hey, David, greetings from Shanghai. Wow, that's awesome. You're on the other side of the world. So I see I have some of my old fans here. It's awesome. Yeah, so in case you guys did not know or had not heard yet, I was driving around and I got notified that YouTube had reviewed my content. And I was like, oh gosh, oh no, what have they taken down? What have they said is wrong? And it turned out I got an email after 4 years, 4 years, they reinstated my channel and they said, oh, we've reviewed it and it did not break any of our community guidelines. I'm like, wow, well, that only took you 4 years. And I had to peel that thing so many times. So I was able to get access to all my old videos. I privated all of the old videos on this channel, you know, which some of them I knew were kind of goofy, but I was glad that I could get them back because I can now like archive my journey to where I'm at. But I'm like, well, what do I do with this channel? It already has a subscription base, and you know, so I said, I'm going to keep my new channel, the Texas Gun Vault, as my primary channel for firearms reviews and product reviews, and still keep the Texas Gun Vault 2 as kind of my daily or semi-daily videos where I just can do something very casual and talk to all of you guys. And I know many of you have been asking about live streams. Can you do live streams again? Well, I'm going to try. So that's what I decided to do with the old channel. And for now, as I said, I still have all those old videos. I've been trying to get everybody that was on this channel that had no idea whatever happened to me to go find my new stuff, and all my people on my older channels to now follow me here. So I'll try to do a bunch of kind of cross channel content. And my goal, of course, is to have 3 channels up and running. Plus, I also have a Patreon channel, which most people can't see. But so I have backups essentially. So if something happens to one, if there's another like adpocalypse, or if there's another, hey, we're going to censor everybody now, I'll hopefully have something still up. It can still reach people and still do what I do. And I've also been doing a lot better job of every video I make. Every video I make is saved and archived. So I have like external hard drives that I save everything on. In fact, the one I recently bought, which is like, I forgot how many gigs. It's huge. Is almost already full. So I save it in both 4K and in 1080p, I think is what it is. And I have one with the ones I make now have introductions with music, which is copyright free. But in case that becomes an issue, I have it without it as well. So I would be able to rebuild the channel no matter what. So that's not a luxury I had on all the videos I had on this channel. So, but now I have access to them. So anyway, that's just what I wanted to do tonight, is just create a little live stream, see if I can get some interest, see who shows up, see if you guys have anything you guys want to talk about. And as I said, hopefully kind of reignite this channel because it's back. I can't believe it. And it's weird. It's kind of anticlimactic for me because when it first happened and I lost the channel and all that stuff was going on, it made me very sad. And, I had built so much and I lost it all. And Starting over from scratch was hard, but I'm glad that I did because my main channel is so much more organized. I think it's so much, better quality. Um, there's no fluff, and like the people that like the gun content, the gun reviews can just get the gun reviews, and the people that like the interactions with me can do that, and so forth. So on the Texas Gun Vault too. So it ended up, I think, being a good thing. And I had given up on this channel, getting it back. It broke my heart because there was nobody to talk to at YouTube. And even in the recent past, when I found out that YouTube had told Congress, or a representative of YouTube said that they were going to uncensor things that were censored back in that time for political reasons, I even emailed them again. I was like, hey, I want to appeal one more time. And they said no. And then boom, this happened. So yeah, but I had already kind of like moved on. It's like it was something that I had already grieved the loss, and here I am again. So it's kind of weird. It kind of puts me in like a weird emotional state to get it back after I had already accepted it being gone. So it's kind of weird. So, but I'll be here for a couple minutes tonight on this test live stream. Uh, I have a few other things I have to do, but so I just appreciate everybody coming in. I see I have 11 people, 5 thumbs up. I appreciate it. It's awesome. So I do have a couple questions coming in. It says, I recently picked up an LWRC OD Green M6 A2 piston AR. It's super nice and super soft shooting for piston gun. Well, I guess that's not a question. It's a statement. Well, congratulations on your recent pickup. I have an LWRC M6. I don't know what the A is, A2, A1, whatever, but with the A5 upper. But I've never gotten around to reviewing it. I have so many guns I have never reviewed. So yeah. I have Armored Ghost asking me, how's 2025 been so far? Well, it's almost over. It's been a great year. It has been a great, well, in some ways, yeah, it has been. It has been. I'm gonna say overall, it has been a great year. I've had some ups and downs. I've had some frustrations with people in my professional life. Been working hard on the YouTube channel, but otherwise, I'm blessed beyond my wildest dreams with an amazing wife, and that supports me in everything that I do, from my career as a musician to creating gun content. I feel like the channel is growing. I have more companies contacting me, taking me more serious, and I'm proud of what I've created, even though I know that I get a lot of hate from some people. Because trust me, once you review a gun that they like, give it a negative review, they hate you forever. Or you're not the same as one of their, when I say, or what I call gun tube heroes. They don't like you anymore. Oh, you don't shoot like Hickok. Well, no, I'm not. I'm not him. I'm not Jerry Mitchellek. And I'm glad you like those guys. I don't follow them. Don't try to tell me that I need to create content like them. I am me. You don't have to watch me. You don't have to like me. Just be civil at least. But overall, 2025 has been really good. Looking forward to many more. Let's see here. I think Scott says, I think the A2 is the barrel profile. It might be. It might be. And I'll have to look into that. I like LWRC stuff. I really do. Let's see here. We have the Armsman says, good evening, sir. Good to see your channel has been restored. You and me both. You and me both. It puts a lot more on my agenda of what I need to do and what I want to do. So I have a lot of stuff to do when it comes to organizing this channel. I deleted all of my old live streams. I deleted all of my old posts. All the videos are now private. I have access to them all, so they can't be struck if YouTube has a problem with them or whatever. But I need to go through and change the descriptions, change the all the other stuff that goes along with the channel, add the links to the other channels and so forth. So I just have some more stuff to do. My son was really nice and created a new banner for me and a new color scheme for the icon. So my main channel is gold. My second channel is like a green. This one, he gave me like a mint green. He said that's like the B&T logo color green. He also made me a red one, which I think I'll probably use because that associates more with the live streaming aspect of what I want this channel to be. Carbonated Cancer says, glad to see your channel back up. Yes, thank you so much. And I was surprised, to be very honest with you, after 4 years, that more people did not find my new channels, especially if you follow gun content. As many videos as I have made, people that followed me here, and then when the channel was gone, just searching YouTube wouldn't have found me. So yeah, actually, I believe. I mean, I don't have an exact count. I know it's pretty approximate. I made a little video on the Texas Gun Vault 2 where it was, I think I am the process, or just did, in fact, because I finished it. It's uploaded. My 500th gun review. And that was, as I said, it's kind of an estimate because I have so many on the main channel, but I have a few on this channel I was never not able to save. Now, I'm not going to re-upload them because they were old and not good quality. It would not be what people expect of me today. But I think it was 500 guns based off of my closest estimate. So that's pretty awesome. I don't think there's many gun reviewers or gun tubers out there that have shot and reviewed that many firearms. So, yeah. Armago says Thanksgiving should be a week long. Well, it is for me as a teacher because I don't have to go into school, and I'm going to do a lot of stuff on the YouTube channel during that week. Armor Ghost also asks, do you track everything you have with spreadsheets? No, no. My personality type is not about spreadsheets. I do not like spreadsheets. My gosh, it's too much. It's too time consuming. Most all of the information is all right here. And when I need to go back and look at something, I can quickly do calculations, look at things, and figure it all out. See, I have unfortunate that you have to spend time go through videos to ensure they're abiding by YouTube's idiotic guidelines. At least it's back. Yes, and that's why I privated everything. It seems like when it comes to YouTube, if a video is private, it's not held to the same scrutiny. So if they change their, policies or whatever or guidelines and the video is 8 years old and all of a sudden it breaks the guidelines, if it's a private video, they don't strike it because no one can see it. Tier None says, hey, I remember you. Yes, I'm back, but actually I've been around YouTube the entire time. I just had to start up a new channel. But uh, if you are finding me again for the first time, please check out the other channels, the Texas Gun Vault and the Texas Gun Vault 2. All I did was add the word "the" in front of Texas Gun Vault. But now that I have this channel back, I can probably change the names of the other channels. I got to figure out what I'm going to do. I don't know. Maybe I'll change the Texas Gun Vault to Texas Gun Vault, Texas Gun Vault 2, and then this one will be Texas Gun Vault 3. And then I'll change my Patreon to Texas Gun Vault 4 to keep things more concise. I don't know. I think that'd probably be the best way to go. We'll just have to see. I just got to find some time to do that and figure out what would be the best. Did I repaint my walls? No, these walls have been this color for a long time, ever since I moved into this house. So no, it's the same color. It's just not well lit right now. Not well lit. And I haven't really wanted to repaint because my wife and I plan on moving in the next couple of years. So I don't want to do a lot of work and then for nothing. Tier None says, nice brass instruments. Thank you so much. I'm a music teacher. I play trombone, which is right. That's one of mine. I got like 8 of them. And I also play euphonium, which is down here. I teach in this room. I have some students that come to my house to take private music lessons, and I teach right here. You can see all my stuff in the background. I'm looking at getting a new shotgun for my wife. Was looking at a Benelli Nova 3. Wanted something that was short for her and could be used for hunting and home defense. Any thoughts on it? I like Benelli a lot. But for me personally, when it comes to pump action guns, I mean, I'm trying to think. The Nova 3 is is that one semi? I'm trying to think again. Wait, there's the Nova and the Supernova. I gotta double check that model. For me personally, when it comes to shotguns, if I was only going to have one, it'd be pump action, not semi-auto. And I would go Mossberg. I'm a huge fan of the Mossberg 590A1. That's probably my favorite pump action shotgun. And while I have a nice collection of Benellis, semi-automatic shotguns are not always going to be 100% reliable. Pump action is the way to go, and I think Mossberg makes the nicest. Maybe not like when it comes to like looks or anything, but like function, especially the M90A1, because it's a military spec shotgun that they use. Yes, Texas Gun Vault 1234. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to do that. I know some other people call their second channel like the B channel and so forth, but I think it would just make sense, especially when people are searching for me. It makes sense because now people are going to look up Texas Gun Vault and see Texas Gun Vault and the Texas Gun Vault. Another thing I have to do, and this is just behind the scenes boring stuff, is I really have to get my logo and my branding um, as a registered trademark. I've kind of started that process. I filled out the paperwork, and my wife works for an estate planning attorney that kind of did it a little bit, but he was like, we started the process, but I just have to complete it. I'm probably going to have to get a real trademark attorney to do it. And that's expensive. And it's so silly because literally they claim it takes like 10 minutes online. And I guess it kind of does, but to fill out the paperwork correctly, and then you'd have to wait a long time to make sure it's done right, and it's going to cost me, $1,000 just to get the trademark. But I definitely need it. So yeah, and the other issue I have is there's another. I found out, and it started after I created this channel and called myself the Texas Gun Vault. There is a gun store up in a place called Paris, Texas, which is about 2 hours from here, I think, hour and a half from here. And their name is Texas Gun Vault. But we're unrelated. People sometimes get us confused, but we're not associated with each other. I'm sure they're aware of me. I'm definitely aware of them, but we don't step on each other's toes. They have a different logo and all that kind of stuff. So I don't think it's a big deal. But I just need to, and I would, and even if I own the name Texas Gun, I wouldn't go after anybody. It'd be like, just, I don't care. Just, don't use my logo, whatever, don't claim you're me. That's it. Oh, Craig, you said if I get the trademark Texas Gun Vault, you can steal the domain name. I did not know that. But yeah, I would like to have that because I do need to have a website. In fact, I have a friend that does it or does stuff like that, and he said, "Hey, sign up," and he gave me a link to something to set up, and he'd do it for me, and I just have to do it. I just don't have enough time, but it's on my list of things to do, possibly over Thanksgiving or Christmas break. So yeah, so try to catch up here on the chat. I guess I'm caught up. If there's any other questions, let me know. It's pretty cool that people are even watching this. I'm just glad to have the channel again. So I do plan on doing more constant streams on here. I'll try to do 1 or 2 a week, and I'll definitely cross promote them on my different channels and try to make it a regular thing, because I know that there are some people that like my channels and my content that just missed the live streams. It was like their favorite part. So I'll definitely try to do that. And I'll even try to stream from the garage with my cell phone, which is not as good, but I think I've had some success in the past for that. Jack says, I do have something for you. Okay. That's awesome. I think I have something for you too. I do need to get your was it your I have one of your guns. I need to get back to you. Armor Ghost, do you ever visit Fort Worth? Yes, I do. I visit there. I have some friends down there. Sometimes my wife and I go down there for various things. Yes, it's the Python. Yes, it's the Python. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. But yeah, I have your Python, which is an awesome revolver. It's all cleaned up, ready to get back to you. but I might. Speaking, Jack, this is to you. I might be down in that area tomorrow. Might be down in that area tomorrow because I have to get something to my friend Richard as well. So it would be a good time to kill two birds with one stone. So let me text you later and we'll figure that out. Hey, Denton, how's it going? Glad to see the live. Yes, yes, back on the original channel. I know. I'm so excited. So, uh, that'd be awesome to see Richard and you tomorrow to pick up and do those exchanges. And I have somebody else, my friend D. I need to meet him tomorrow. I have a bunch of his stuff, so I believe he said Sunday as well. But yeah, the question was, do I ever visit Fort Worth? Yes, but not very often. But it's literally on the other side of the Metroplex. I'm in a town called Frisco, which is in far north of Dallas. But yeah, I'll go over there sometimes. My favorite restaurant in the world is over in Fort Worth, in the Fort Worth Stockyards, H3 Ranch. Love that place. Anyway, that's really all I had for tonight. I said, this is just kind of a test live stream, making sure everybody can hear me, that the settings are right, and make this more of a usual thing, shall I say. So if anybody has any questions, you can ask them, and I'll try to answer them here, and then I got to get going. I just uploaded a video to the Texas Gun Vault 2, and I was working on editing the range footage of the Uzi Model A that I took to the range this morning. People are saying, have a wonderful evening. Thoughts on the P365 fuse? I'm trying to think. Is my range report out on that one yet? It might be. It might not be. I don't know. You have to go over to my main channel. My issue with the P365 generally is it's getting too big. Now, I do know they offer the original size. In fact, my wife recently bought one because it fits in her purse. I think when the P365 came out, it was a revolutionary gun. It was a small gun built around that really tiny magazine that held 10 rounds. And people seem to forget how revolutionary that magazine was because it's really tiny. There was nothing else like it. And I thought the P365 was so cool. And then people, of course, would shoot it, go to the range, and say something like, it's snappy. It hurts to shoot. Well, yeah, it is a small gun. It's a small gun, okay? And it's a 9mm. It's going to be light and snappy. And so what SIG did was, okay, we'll make it a little bit bigger. They made the X or the XL, and they're fine guns. They're absolutely fine guns. And I think the Fuse is one of them as well. They just start to get a little bit big. I always use the analogy in my range report videos on them that it reminds me of the Ford Thunderbird, which back in the 1950s was their response to the Chevy Corvette. It was small, two-door coupe. It was, sporty. It was fun. It was small. And then over time, they added a back seat and it got longer. It was still kind of sporty. And then by the 1970s, it was the size of a land yacht. I mean, if you go look at pictures of like a 1972, Thunderbird, it's like 30 feet long. And it just kind of lost its way. And I have no problem with them making the gun bigger. I have no problem with that at all. Okay. If it fits people's hands and they like the mechanism and they shoots well for them, I think it's fantastic. I just feel like they need to call it something else. The P365, as the name indicates, should be a gun for 365 days a year. It's easily concealed, easily carried. And I'm not saying the Fuse isn't that way. I'm just saying it started to get big. In fact, one of the last P365s I reviewed, it's like almost the size of a Glock 19. Yes, it's thinner. It's thinner. I'll give you that. But the profile of it, the silhouette of it is almost as big as a Glock 19. And that's so far away from what it was. Call it the P366, the P367. Do something different. Don't call it the P365. And I know that is such a small gripe. I don't know. It just gets so big. I have nothing wrong with guns of the size of the Fuse or the XL or whatever, but it's just a different gun in my opinion. But I understand that people can disagree with me, and that's okay. I just kind of feel like the P365 forever will be that tiny little um, gun because it was so revolutionary. It was so revolutionary. Oh, I know another question I got asked over on my other channel, which maybe some of you guys were wondering. What in the heck ever happened to Rumble? Rumble. I still have the channels over there on Rumble, but Rumble is not as, shall I say, lucrative. And I just mean that from I spend a lot of time over there trying to create content, but nothing ever materializes from it. They really focus on big names that are live streaming. Now, if I can figure out how to do it, I will try to live stream to both. I'll try to figure that out. Now, if I'm going to be doing more live streams here. But as I said, it's just more work for me. There might be a way to do it at the same time. I don't know. I don't know. But that's kind of what they want to do, which I don't like because I kind of feel like YouTube needs to have a competitive platform that does what YouTube does. So for example, if you're outside fixing your car and you need to know how to change the air filter on a 1996 Honda Civic, you can find a YouTube video on it. But if you go over to Rumble, all they're doing is trying to do current events, live streaming, politics. It's a very different type of media or social media platform than YouTube is. And I think they've kind of lost their way in some ways. I still have the channels. I'll still occasionally catch up the main channel. I'll make some uploads over there on the videos that have been released on the main channel, but it's not a priority right now because I have had that channel for 4 or 5 years and I would upload consistently. And I think my total ad revenue share from them is $42. And that is for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of work. So it's just not worth it. They're like, oh, you're not live streaming. You're not talking about current events. You're not a big name. Well, no, but I get it. That's what you guys want. But I a little inside baseball. I think Rumble is going to eventually run out of money because they pay all these people to stream exclusively to them, and I just don't see how they're going to be able to maintain that. That's just me, but we'll see. Sorry for the little tangent there. All right, so it's almost 30 minutes, so I think this has been a great test live stream. If anybody has any other comments or questions, let me know. I'll end it here at about the 30-minute mark. But thank you all for showing up. I see they have added a few things on my side. They give me a little counter. They tell me about the connection speed, the chat rate, the views, and the concurrent views. Which reminds me, the other thing I have to do is get the watch time on this channel up because I'd like to be able to monetize it. It used to be a monetized channel, but of course it hasn't been monetized in 4 years. So if I stream here enough and I get enough views, I should be able to monetize it again, which would be great for me, obviously. Because as I said, the Texas gun vote in general is a losing proposition. I just try to recoup a little bit of my time and money that goes into it because it's literally a second job. It literally is like a lifestyle. I work all day and I come home and do this, and my wife is awesome for putting up with me for it. So I'm very thankful for that. All right. Well, no one else is talking in the chat, so we're getting close here. So thanks for being here. It means a lot. I will try to do more regular things, most likely on weekends, but I will try to announce them and give you guys more lead time, essentially. So I'll try to put things out. If I know I'm going to live stream, let's say on a Sunday night, I will put out a post on the other channels, and I will put essentially link it here earlier so people will know ahead of time to try to draw as many people and give you guys time to prepare for that if you guys want that, So there you go. Well, thank you, Jason Metcalf. I appreciate that you appreciate the work that I put in. I know I'm not the greatest. I know I'm not the most charismatic or the most exciting, but I try to create content that I personally would like. And I know that I'm a dork. I'm a geek, and it's not for everybody. My long form videos are not for everybody, but it's what I like to make, So there you go. So Thank you all for being here, and I appreciate it. So expect more live streams. Thanks for being here for the test, and I'll keep working on this channel, trying to figure out Rumble, try to promote it here, and we'll go from there. So thanks for joining me, guys, and I guess that will be it for tonight. So, as always, thanks for watching.